Arthur Dove was the first American artist to paint a completely abstract picture. He did this around 1910, perhaps a little before the Russian-born Kandinsky's first abstract compositions. The difference was that Kandinsky's abstract work happened in the progressive cultural and artistic context of Europe, while Dove's debuted in the general indifference of American taste. His own reclusiveness contributed to the lack of impact his work had on the national art scene. Dove's work was all about nature. He began his art career as an illustrator for the New York Press, and in 1907 went on a year-and-a-half trip to Europe, spending most of it in Paris. There he fell in with a circle of American expatriate artists. His early work shows the influence of Cézanne and Matisse. As soon as he got back to the United States, he went native, as he put it, spending much of his time camping in the wilderness. "I can claim no background," he once reflected, "except perhaps the woods, running streams, hunting, fishing, camping, and the sky." After he failed at farming in upstate New York, he bought a yawl on which he lived for 7 years, sailing the waters of Long Island Sound along the Connecticut shore. These experiences fed into his work, while isolating him from New York's small avant-garde circles. In 1913, Dove explained to a friend his process of abstraction, or, as he sometimes called it, extraction. The landscape slowly disappears like the Cheshire cat in the tree, leaving the abstract form behind. The first step was to choose from nature a motif in color, and with that motif to paint from nature, the form still being recognizable. The second step was to apply this same principle to form, so that the actual object disappeared, and the means of expression became purely subjective. In this way, Dove believed he could arrive at essences that would transmit his sense of the spiritual in nature, which was the deep concern of his art. Such essences were shapes that symbolized life forces and organic growth, suggesting, he thought, some inner principle of reality.